Good morning all. It's Thursday morning now. The week's flying by. Will's just left the yard with the 250s drilling one more field of beet. Yesterday after that 40 acres, Dad went and just worked down the next field out towards Chorley. Will's gone to drill that first thing, and then we'll likely be lifting some beet this afternoon, so we'll have everyone on trailers ready to go for that shortly. George has headed off to do the spraying that he had to stop doing yesterday because of the wind, so he's over the road just 5 minutes away doing that. And then he's got obviously the beet preems to do, as they've just been drilled, and we like to try and get them on kind of within 48 hours, 3 days max really. Yeah, so we've got an extra pair of hands this morning. Our original traveller, Lucais, who was working for us last year and left for 6-7 months to go to Tasmania, is back in the country for 2 weeks before he goes off to Texas. So he's on with us for 10 days or so. That's him in the tractor behind me now. So we welcome him back for 10 days before he jets off again. So the first job of the day is drilling beet on the field that Dad finished working last night. It was ploughed a couple of days ago, and after we saw Dad on yesterday's video, he headed up here, power harrowed it yesterday evening. So Will's just drilling that first thing. Again, John Deere 6R250 and a horse drill. So for those of you that don't know, those bins, as you've seen on other videos, they're filled with seed. Seed's blown up those pipes, and then from there, it's there's discs there that will pick up the seed, place it into the coulter, and then it will be drilled at the right depth. All those settings can be changed for when you're drilling different crops. So you can put maize into those bins. We've put pumpkins in there as well as other things. Just watching Will come back up the field again, and yeah, just carrying on from talking about the differences there with a precision drill as opposed to what you've seen Dad drilling with. Precision drill essentially drills one seed at a time, which allows you to have, obviously we've got the spacing set up from the bins, but it allows you to have correct spacing of the crop within the row, as well as the actual distances that the rows are from each other themselves. Whereas drills for cereals such as wheat and oats, it's more of a continuous flow of seed as opposed to each individual seed being picked up. So there's a lot of sensors on there, obviously. With it drilling one seed at a time, you can't afford to have a coulter block up, because it will stop that whole row being drilled while the rest of them are going on. So there's a lot of sensors in there to prevent that happening, so you know when that's happened. We'll leave Will to finish drilling here. He's probably got about half an hour or so left, and yeah, we'll let him crack on. He's got some harvesting to do this afternoon. We'll catch up with what the rest of them are all up to as well. George is about to go and spray the pre-em on the beet. He's going to fill up the sprayer, just give you a little look at what we're working with on the sprayer. So you've got your main chemical tank here, which is obviously on 0 at the moment. He's not filled up yet. Clean water tank, it's got 590 litres in. So he sets his parameters for what he wants, how much water he's putting on per hectare, etc, etc. Then he'll fill up with water from our tank. He's got his hopper here for filling the chemical, and when this is on, you'll have a swirl of water there mixing the chemical in immediately. And then here you push this down, you push your bottle down on that, water squirts out, swills all the chemical out, cleans them out. That goes in the sprayer, and then he'll have it agitating just here while he's driving. Get to the field and spray it out. So you've got Harry leaving and Lucas following on. They're off to pick up some digestate fibre, drop to the field, and then head on up to the field and bring Beet back. So we try and backload fibre and pick it up on the way as much as possible, just to be as economic with the journeys as we can. If we're making the trip anyway to do beet harvesting, we might as well pick up some fibre on the way up. So we've now got water pumping in. See up there. Swirl around in the induction hopper. And then clean the can out. You know what this means, sports fans? I'm back on a tractor. Another big day hauling. So I've made it to the field second. Dad was in front of me, Dad's over there in that 250. Harry and Lucas must be somewhere behind me. They obviously had to stop off and pick up some fibre on the way up. So they're either behind me on the road or they're tipping that in the field. They are tipping it in the field across the estuary. So they won't be long. So yeah, Will's crack straight on with it. They're potentially thinking about loading on the move, looking at what Dad's up to. We don't normally do that, but we'll see. So Ant's obviously still up here tanking, the lorries are still running, so he's still keeping the fast track moving. He's spreading 4 fields a little bit. They're a little bit further away from the nurse tank, but he's able to keep up. We put the nurse tank pretty central to the block of land, and he's able to able to get to all the fields without keeping the lorries waiting. So first trailer being loaded up. We have just had a slight breakage on the harvester. So once I've taken my load back, I've got to bring a welder back up here. But hopefully in the meantime it should still run okay without any hiccups. Touch wood. So I'm just getting my trailer, my first tip into my trailer. Another little bit after this and I'll shoot back the link road. And it won't leave us with too much more beet to do really after this week. We're getting through it now. Give it another week and there'll probably be no more beet on the videos. We are back to the plant. Just tipping this trailer load out. See, I've got a little bit too close to the edge there, and now everyone's going to know it was me. Oh well. See, Dad's tipped the first load. Happy days. So I'll head back to the yard, get the welder and take it back up to the field for Will. So I just brought the mobile welder back up just so that they can patch it up. That's what's gone. Literally first run of the day, massive stone smashed into it and managed to break it. This is the fix that we've done, or Dad's done. It's out in the field fix with what we had. We've got the mobile welder. So we managed to get a few loads out like it anyway, but that should hold now. And crack on and everyone do another load each. So that'll be all for today's video. They're going to crack on and harvest another 4 trailers worth of beet. We've got Dad, Lucas, Harry, and Andrew's on a trailer now. He's got his plough parked up, so he's back on a trailer. I've got to shoot. Baby boy's got his 3rd set of jabs, so I'll have an evening of a crying baby, I expect. And I'll leave the rest of them up to getting the beet out the ground. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, back at it. I'll make sure to catch as much of it as I can. Thank you very much for watching and for your support as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying it, and I'll try and keep them coming. Cheers.